Hello, exactly 1 year ago I left my full-time job to commit to being a content creator for the finals. So I already made a video talking about my job specifically a little bit, but today, to mark the 1 year anniversary of me being an independent creator, I just wanted to make an AMA, so that's what this video is gonna be about. You left me some questions on Discord and on a YouTube post, so yeah, let's get into it. So the first question is, what did you work in before leaving your job? So the first video talks about my job a lot, and I'm quite like resentful and also relieved to be gone from it because I didn't like it. But to be short, I worked in graphic design, but not really the creative kind of it. Basically, clients would send us assets and I would put the assets within some specific predetermined formats, which were used as advertisements in supermarkets mostly. Were there moments you wanted to go back on the decision of leaving my job? So no, never, because as I'm gonna talk about in a few questions, I'm basically making the same amount of money, if not better sometimes, while also having way less annoyances in my daily life and having many more like cool stuff I can do. But I'm gonna elaborate on that soon. How do you make money now? So for this one, I made this chart for myself and to answer the question because I had never done that myself. So as you can see, Embark revenues, so from the Creator Partner Program, is 58.1% of my total revenue. Then you have Twitch at 26.4, YouTube at 13, and Ko-fi at 2.5. The thing is, the way you get paid as a partner for Embark is basically based on your content's performance, so views. So what I do on Twitch and what I do on YouTube is what generates this blue bar here. My Twitch revenue is ads on Twitch, which would be like, I don't know, 20% probably, and then the rest is donations in the form of bits, cheers, gifted subs, self-subs, stuff like that. There is a million ways to support people on Twitch, and I have a very wholesome, very supportive, very nice community, so I get a lot of support from them. I would not even have imagined it would be 26.4% like that. There is also a few sponsorship opportunities I took. One was for Minecraft that made me like about 100 euros. And all I did was play Minecraft for 2 hours, but because many of you showed up, I was able to almost max out the payout for that campaign, so it was really cool. So basically Twitch is where people go to support me the most, in the most direct way, I would say. Then YouTube, the revenue is not that high because YouTube ads are not great as a source of revenue. Actually, the rates are not that bad, but the thing is, the finals is not a popular thing to make videos about, and I don't make drama type content, like the game is dying, with red arrows going downward and stuff like that. So my videos rarely pull enough views to even make sense if you look at how much time I spend making them versus how much they earn me. But it's fine because I make YouTube videos because I love it, not because I feel forced to, and 13% of my income is not nothing. Then Ko-fi, I just rarely get donations through there, but if you want to send me money without half of it going to YouTube or half of it going to Twitch, aka Jeff Bezos, Ko-fi is not taking any cut from what you send there, but you get no benefits from it. So I guess people prefer having some benefits, and it's more fun and interactive to give through the other platforms. So yeah, my partnership with Embark is clearly the biggest way I make money currently, and we're gonna talk about it in a few questions, I think, but basically, if I lost them, what would happen? But first, how has leaving your job impacted your life? Screen time, social life, quality of life? So it hasn't changed much in some aspects, and it changed a lot in others. Basically, I have always been a guy who plays video games all day as much as he can and stays at home and has no friends, or not many, so I don't go out almost ever. When I do, it's with my mom and dog, so we have great long walks. Sometimes I will go to a museum or something like that, but I don't go out much, so that hasn't changed much. I think the biggest thing I must consider for what's next, and I think a few more questions are about this, but is I already didn't go out much, but I was forced to for my whole life. I had to go to school, I had to go to work, I had to meet people at school, I had to meet or interact, let's say, with people at work, at school, etc. But now I literally locked myself out of being forced to do pretty much anything. And as someone who is a procrastinator, quite lazy, and not very inclined to go and meet people. I am now wondering, how the hell am I ever gonna make friends? How the hell am I ever gonna find a partner? I don't have the answers myself. I'm gonna be very honest in this AMA, and not everything is gonna sound perfect and pretty, and for this, yeah, I don't really know what to tell you. The thing is, for the positives is, when I wanted to go do a walk or go to a museum or do anything I want, it had to be on the weekend because of homework or after you get a job, well, because you have a job. But now I can literally do anything I want, any day, whenever I want. So I avoid doing stuff on the weekends and I do it during the week. And then supermarkets are empty. The museum has fewer people. The place I go to for walks has nobody. And I don't see a single person when we go there. And I think that's the highest quality of life improvement I've had, is being able to go whenever and wherever I want is so freeing and so amazing. And I very, very much value this a lot. I absolutely, every time I'm in a place that could be crowded if it was the weekend, but it's empty, I always say out loud to whoever I'm with at the time, I'm always like, I'm so grateful for this, and I'm so happy I left my job, because this is so amazing. How difficult has it been to maintain structure or routine? So I do not have a schedule. I don't post videos at a regular rate. I never manage to. The only thing I do on a daily basis, and most of the time without fail, is streaming from 5 to 10 Paris time on Twitch every day, and posting 2 shorts on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok every day. So I'm good at keeping that schedule, but I mean, it's been the same thing for 1 year, so it's not really hard. But other than that, I really wish I were better at posting content on YouTube regularly. Thing is, it's kind of a negative feedback loop. You don't post often, so when you do, you wanna work very hard on it, but because you don't post often enough, YouTube isn't gonna push it much, so you don't get many views, so it kind of discourages you from posting, so you don't post often, etc. So I'm kind of in that loop, but very recently, I've started making videos, like simpler ones, as well as very big ones, and not caring about the results. I'm just like satisfied by the simple fact that I managed to do something and put it out there, and I think that's pretty healthy, and I'm really gonna try to keep pushing and keep making simple videos on top of the big ones I make really not often enough. What does your family and close friends think about your work? Well, everyone is supportive. I've explained what I do to everyone, even like my closest family members. They don't play video games ever, they don't watch gaming content, but they always tell me that whenever a short of mine or a video of mine pops up in their feed, they will play it at least a little bit, even if they don't understand anything I'm saying, or even if they don't like weapons in general, despite the fact it's a video game. Like, it's not their thing whatsoever to watch me shoot at people in a video game, but they are very supportive, like blindly supportive. It's like, I don't care that I don't like it, I will just support you, which is very nice. Do you have a plan B? I do not have a plan B, but I have a safety net. I worked my job for 5 years, so I built some savings. And as I told you, I don't go out much, I don't spend much. I do spend, of course, for groceries, bills, etc. So I do have money to spend every month, but I spend less than I make. And as long as I spend less than I make, it's fine. If I lost this 58% of Embark partnership revenue, I think I would be like maybe at my monthly stuff I have to pay, or maybe just below it. But if I lost the Embark program, I would do new stuff. I would, like, basically, even if I lost that, I would manage, and I have a safety net with all of that savings, so I'm not worried. I'm all good, thank you for your concern though. What's the best thing about being an Embark partner? Well, it's easy. Every day I can play a game I genuinely like, even if there are ups and downs, even if it's not perfect, and I get paid for it. Meaning, I could leave my job to dedicate myself to that, which is impossible to even conceive. Even now, it's been 1 year, I'm like, I can't believe it. So that's amazing. What were your expectations going into becoming an Embark partner, and did they actually get fulfilled? So I think this question is a bit confused in the way it's phrased. I was an Embark partner about 6 months before leaving my job. It started in December 2024. I left my job in July 1st, 2025. I was invited to the partner program before it was even, you know, like a thing. They needed to test something. And the amazing thing is, I have been a partner for other game studios before. I have sponsorship opportunities from brands, from game studios from time to time, and it's been years and years. And Embark Studios, as far as I know, from other content, like I have a content creator friend who is a Riot Games partner. I have been a Riot Games partner to a lesser degree than him. The only benefit you would have is you get free in-game currency every month, not a lot. And that guy who is much bigger than me and has been doing it for years and years, when he's still a Riot Games partner, he gets sent, like when they release a new physical collecting trading card game collection stuff, they would send him a box or whatever. So when Arcane released, he got some stuff in the mail, but they don't get paid by Riot Games, the people I know. And other studios, well, I assume they don't pay you either, or I've never heard of a game studios that would pay you such good rates as Embark Studios. And another thing I didn't mention is I can shit on the game if I am displeased, if Embark Studios absolutely fucks up. Or I can tell you right now, the fact that Embark Studios in the finals uses AI voiceover for every voice line, I despise it. And the thing is, I can tell you that I'm not gonna lose my partnership over criticizing the game. And this was an important factor in me accepting to join the partner program, because I don't want to be a sellout and I don't want to hide what I think just so I can remain a partner. The thing is, it's literally written in the partnership contract or whatever that you can say whatever you want. So when I saw that, I was like, that's very honest. And when I got, oh, that's crazy. When I got invited to the partner program, my latest video that released a few days or weeks before, my latest video at the time was me dedicating a YouTube video to telling you guys to not buy anything on the wheel event because I found it unfair and scummy, etc. So Embark Studios knew that was my latest video, knew I made a video dedicated to me telling their players and customers to not buy something, and they still invited me to the partner program. So they are really amazing people who work with me and with the creators. They are the rates are, well, as I told you, the best ones I can think of, and they are really supportive and nice. So it's really great. Does the Embark partnership limit you from diversifying into non-Embark games? It does not. There is nothing that prevents me from doing something else. The thing is, I am now a full-time creator. I need to make money, so the only way I make money currently is streaming or making content on the finals. So that's my priority. But if you come and see me on Twitch, guys, I do stream other games sometimes, like Overwatch, or some games I download and try on stream because I want to personally try them and play them. So indie games, big games I've never played before. Like I recently played TF2, I mean Titanfall 2 for the first time, the whole campaign on stream. I had never touched it, so I did it on stream because some people were excited for that. Check me out on Twitch, I guess. Now, questions about the finals. Why did you start playing the finals? Very easy. I think it was the open beta trailer. I'm not sure which one it is exactly, but it's one where at some point Scotty, or the presentator at the time, was like, in the background you hear, "Here we go," and then the O is stretched out for like a full minute or so, and there is a full team fight happening, people running across Seoul, and you see a riot shield in the video. At some point when the teams are setting up their defenses, the first team fight is happening, etc., you see someone using a riot shield. So I was like, wait, this game has this destruction, this game has a riot shield, my favorite weapon, and this game is free and available right now. There is absolutely no way that all of this is true. So I downloaded the game, all of this was true, I was amazed, and 3 hours, let's say 4 hours later, I left a Steam review on the game and I said like, this cannot be topped, and it's still my review today. I'm gonna show it to you. That's how I got into the finals, and I haven't looked back since. It's just too good. How many hours do you have on the game, and how much have you spent on the game? So I have on Steam, I have 2,107 hours on the finals. I think to get the in-game time, you basically need to halve it. So let's say I have 1,000 hours in-game, so in matches only, I think that is. And I spent 700 euros on the game. Basically, I bought almost every DLC bundle, and I bought multi-bucks a few times. Despite the fact I already get multi-bucks for free as a partner, so I really spend a lot of multi-bucks on cosmetics because I just love making outfits. And if you care about that, I have the outfit reviews series on my YouTube channel that I started recently, where I rate my viewers' outfits and put them in a tier list, and I make videos from that as well. Thoughts on the game in its current state. At the end of Season 9, like the last quarter, I would say, of Season 9, I was quite bored of the game, and I branched out doing other stuff on Twitch to wait out the end of the season. I don't have this feeling right now, and there's only like 9 or 8 more days left in the season, and I'm still having fun, I'm still playing the game, so I think it's pretty good right now. I don't care enough about the meta, about specific stuff that people doom post about every day to give you an answer that would probably satisfy you more, but yeah, that would be my answer. What's one thing you would change about the game? So every single time for the past few months, every single time I'm playing the finals and anything pisses me off, even if it's tiny, I write it down in a list and I want to make 2 videos. I want to make a video called Everything I Hate About the Finals and a video called Everything I Love About the Finals. And even if the titles are a bit clickbaity, the videos would be about me pointing out good or bad stuff and how to fix them or why I love it. So I cannot give you one thing because I probably have 100 to tell you about. There are so many issues in the game, some major and some tiny, but so many issues in the game. How long can you keep playing the finals at this pace? So I assume it means you play the finals 5 hours every single day. Are you not getting bored of it? It depends on the day. Some days I look at the clock, like how long I've been streaming for, and I'm like, oh my god, only 1 hour and a half. Oh my god. That's rare, thankfully. But most of the time, I don't really look at the clock. And when I do, it's like, oh yeah, that seems fine. And sometimes I'm like, whoa, only 30 minutes left on the stream? I didn't see 4 hours and a half pass by because I just had so much fun and I play with fun, wholesome, amazing people. So, like, my job is having fun with friends on a video game I like. So far, I cannot see myself getting tired of it. Can we organize a mom battle? Everyone's mom playing Power Shift together. So that's a message from my friend Meb. Some month ago, we randomly had this funny idea where we would organize like the Etel Cup from Etelco, who organized, I believe, the first LAN event for the finals. And we said we should make the Etelmom, where everyone comes with their mom, and it's the mom participating. And they will play like Power Shift or something. Amazing idea, bro. I wish I was famous enough to make this happen. If we had like millions of subscribers, hundreds of thousands of players, we could make this happen. But I don't think we're gonna have the Cup happening anytime soon, sadly. Do you think you will be able to stay physically and mentally healthy long term as a full-time streamer? If I keep it going how it is now, aka never going out, not doing any sports, not having any friends, and doing fucking nothing with my life, and barely ever going on a walk, barely ever doing anything, probably not. In 1 year of being full-time, I still have changed nothing. So I do need to change something about my life, start doing some sport and stuff, but I'm so lazy and oh my god. Favorite moment from your time in the finals? Well, I'm just gonna repeat what I said a few minutes ago. My favorite moments is when I look at the time left on my stream and I see there is only like 15-30 minutes and I'm like, wow. I had so much fun with my friends playing this game, getting paid for it somehow. That's the best feeling. I love that about the finals. I love playing the game. It's when everything goes right and I have friends with me, it's just the best. If you could add a feature to the finals custom matches, what would it be? I wish we could tweak, just like in Overwatch custom games before they even added the workshop. I wish we had the ability to tweak anything related to everything. Basically, how long does a game show event last? How much damage does this specific gun do? How do you want the gravity to be for specific classes? Like, let us tweak every little knob that you have access to, give us access to these knobs in private games. That requires, like, it's a huge undertaking, and I don't know if Embark is ever gonna do anything. We will never have a map editor. We will never have modding tools, in my opinion, like, never. But I believe this, what I'm describing, is possible. To be honest, I don't think it's ever coming either. I feel like they have so much to do. But we used to say that about the replay system. So I'm gonna allow myself to dream, and that's what I really wish for. Aside from first-person shooters, what's your favorite video game genre? I really have a thing for turn-based games. I absolutely love the turn-based pacing. I could cite Sea of Stars, I could cite Dragon Quest Monster Joker. Final Fantasy 13 is the only Final Fantasy I played so far. I really love turn-based. I recently got into Hades 1, Masterpiece, so I played Hades 2. It's even better, it's amazing, it's incredible. So roguelites, and roguelites. I never remember which one is which, but anyways, these two genres currently are really the ones I love. And to be honest, turn-based RPGs have been my thing since I've been gaming. Can you give advice to people thinking about starting their own gaming channel? It's gonna be very blunt and very simple. Nobody cares about your gameplay. If all you do is show your gameplay and you bring nothing else to the table, nobody will care. Do something else. Bring something, add something to it. When did you start posting other people's clips? So you might have seen a few of my shorts or reels or TikToks where it's not my name on them and I say clip submitted by blah blah blah. It's because if you join my Discord server and you get the role called, it's opt-in, by the way. There is a role called video share permission, and the description is you allow me to use the clips you share in this server in my content. So sometimes I will do a pass, I will go in my media channel and check cool clips, and if I want a clip, I check if the person has this role, if they allow me to use their clip, and if they do, I download it, and at some point I just make a batch of shorts with my viewers' content. So if you wanna share clips with me, you can join my Discord server. What would have to happen for you to go back to playing Arc Raiders? I don't know. I can't really answer this question. I'm done. I don't know. Time will tell. And now, finally, the random questions, because you guys are very silly. What was the first video game you ever played? Okay, that one is not very random. The first video game, I don't know if it's gonna be a Game Boy game that I played on my brother's Game Boy, and it might be a game called Tanks. I would assume it would be cool. Like, back in the days, games were called literally what they are. Soccer, ping pong, tanks. So I assume that game was called Tanks. And if it's not that, it's probably a mobile game from my sister's phone. I'm old enough for the phones back in the day to have been flip phones. I forgot the name. And I think the game was called Bounce, and you are literally a Red Bull and you avoid spikes and stuff. Are you vegan? I am not. What's your favorite vegan food? This one. If you had to pick one non-alcoholic beverage to drink for the rest of your life, what would it be? I don't drink alcohol ever. I don't really like it. And I don't drink anything other than apple juice and water, so water, easy. Suggest 3 shows excluding Arcane. So it's gonna be very normie stuff, but I just watched them so many times, and choosing only 3 is hard, but like I watched Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul at least 5 times in, and I love them. The French voice actors are so good. I always watched it in French because it's amazing in French. And lastly, I'm gonna say normie stuff, guys. I'm sorry. I need to make you a list of 30 things if you want me to to cite stuff you might not know, but I'm gonna say Severance. Maybe. If you had to learn 2 of these languages, Spanish, German, Korean, Arabic, Polish, Tagalog, Russian, Vietnamese, which 2? Seems easy to me. I would say Arabic and Russian, and then I can talk to like half the Earth population or something. Favorite music album? So for music, I'm a normie as well. I started listening to music by myself very late, and to be honest, like 90% of my music listening hours are while I do something else on the side, so walking basically, or in the car. Meaning I listen to like my likes, which, well, it's not really albums, and I don't listen to full albums like ever, so I can't really tell you, but I'm gonna share my playlists of my like 100 songs I really like in the description. It's on Deezer. You guys don't even know what Deezer is. Figure it out, guys, please. Thoughts on an Embark movie/game-based project? I mean, people have asked me about upcoming Embark projects. I don't know about them. I know less than you, apparently, because some people told me Embark is working on 2 new games. I literally know nothing about that. I didn't even know that, so whatever they make, I trust them to make some banger. I just hope I stick to it longer than I did for Arc Raiders. As for a movie, guys, I don't think we have the budget or the hype, not gonna lie, but if we could have a movie made by the talented people who work on the finals, that would be epic as well. Of course, like, I would love that, but it's it's never gonna happen though. Do you have scoliosis? What the hell is wrong with you? I do not. Why would you like to travel? I would love to go to Norway, I would love to go to Mexico, and I would love to go back to Iceland, because I went when I was very, like, I don't have a lot of memories. In the past year, how many times have you taken Ace for a walk? So Ace is my dog. She's a Belgian Malinois. She's 4.5 years old, I believe. I go on 2 little walks just for her to pee twice a day, and I also go on walks in the forest with my mom and her sometimes. So at least 365 times 2, plus a few dozens or hundreds more. On a scale of 1 to 10, how French are you? Je dirais 6 ou 7. When will you play with Creed? So recently Creed has made an AMA of his own, and in it someone asks when he's gonna play with me, and he says he's open to collaborating, so I messaged him, but then we realized this is weird and forced, and there is no actual will for us to do anything. So maybe one day, but for now nothing's happening. Would you press a button that erases all traces of your existence from the internet and your community's memory in exchange for unlimited amounts of the highest quality soup for the rest of your life? Yes. Alright, thank you so much for listening until now. If you have, you are probably someone who is very invested in supporting me or who really likes my content. In either case, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. If you do want to support me further than what's already the best, which is watching my content and interacting with it in simple ways like liking, sharing, subscribing, etc. I have a little guide I'm also gonna link in the description that tells you every single way you can support me for free and monetarily. So whatever suits you, it will be in there. Check it out. Just know that I just said it, but like watching the content already supports me the most. If you want to open my stream, mute it, put it at the lowest quality and leave it in a tab that you forget about, I still get +1 viewer, so you carry me. Literally, you guys watching my content is how I can afford making a living from this. So I cannot ask more of you. If you do want to do more though, it will always be appreciated. Thank you for submitting your questions. I hope to see you on Twitch, because if you come on Twitch, you can ask me whatever, and I will answer, well, if I'm not in the middle of a team fight, it should take only a few seconds. So if you want to have interactions like this on a daily basis with me, I guess come to see me on Twitch, and I will see you on YouTube soon as well. Goodbye!